How's it going, Dopamon fans? If you've been following along, you know we've been talking about the 2022 NHL Awards, so go check out some of our past videos if you haven't already, but for this one, we're talking about the Frank J Selke Trophy, awarded to the forward who best excels in the defensive aspects of the game. What do you think, Ryan?
I think some of the same players are going to be nominated for this until they retire. I think
Mm-hmm.
this you're either a good defensive forward or you're not. I don't think, especially with it's not really how you do; it's how you're perceived a lot of the time too. And a couple of these guys are just going to be perennial nominees until they're out of the game, um, for that reason because they are so good and they should be nominated all the time. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fairly straightforward for two of them. We have a difference of opinion on a third one. You have the exact same nominees as this was left. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. You have Mark Stone, Barkov, and Bergeron. Those were the nominees from last year. That's what I was going to say. Pertains to what I said before. It's the same guys a lot of the time. And you have the exact same nominees. I have Barkov and Bergeron, but with Mitch Marner in there. My issue is he's not going to get nominated for this because he's not a big center. Mark Stone isn't either, but he is more. The perception of him is he is a big, strong defensive forward. Mitch Marner seen as more the skill guy. I think he should get a little bit more recognition for being a very good two-way forward. He's an incredible penalty killer. He's great in his own zone. I don't think he's going to win this award, spoiler alert, but I think he deserves a little bit more recognition.
Yeah, I really appreciate the way that he uses his, north-south game on the penalty kill to just like, he's good in his own zone, gets the puck, and he's just gone with it, and all of a sudden, you're defending when you have a power play as if you're, opposing him, and it's pretty good for that. And that could be, really effective. He's a great defensive forward, but yeah, like you said, face-offs are a huge deal. And then for Mark Stone, he also missed a bit of time, a
Yep.
lot of time, and you just can't win if you don't play a full season. But I'd love to give him an honorable mention because I think he's great, and I love Mark Stone.
Yeah, and I think it comes down almost every year to Barkov Bergeron. And we differ here. We have a different winner.
That's why we might as well show the who we think is going to win.
I have Patrice Bergeron, and you have Barkov. I think Bergeron will win his first in a few years. He's been nominated each of the last 3 years. He hasn't won. Barkov won last year. I think he gave it to Bergeron this year. He is currently tied with Bob Gainey for most Selke trophies won in the history of this trophy, which is only goes back to the early 70s. Bob Gainey has four. Bergeron has four. He's going to break the tie this year. He will be the best defensive forward of all time as per this trophy because he should be, because he is one of the best defensive forwards of all time. And that's why Bergeron's going to win this one. What do you think about Alex Barkov? Why is he your winner?
Yeah, colloquially, this is kind of known as like the Patrice Bergeron Award sometimes. People just call it that. I feel like sometimes it gets given out a little bit too, has been, nominated for it a little bit too easily. I feel like even by definition, when you want to give it to the best like defensive forward, there are a lot of really good defensive forwards that don't quite put up as many points, but Barkov is on he's having an incredible season. He's putting up the points and he's like the best forward that's also incredibly good defensively. He's got, all the good numbers too. And I think that, as Patrice Bergeron's career kind of comes to an end, not that, anytime soon, but like, slowly declining, he's always going to be a really good two-way forward, but he's going to have to pass the torch off on to Barkov, and this is the guy to do it for the next, 10 years. It's going to be the Barkov Award.
Yeah, I definitely think that too. The Datsuk passed it on to Bergeron, and Bergeron will pass it on to Barkov. And I think we're gonna give Bergeron one more before we pass that on fully. Barkov has won it already, so this wouldn't be like taking anything momentally away
No,
from
yeah.
Barkov, but still, I think either one of these guys could win it. And yeah, are we missing anybody? Let us know if you're watching. Who would you nominate for the Selkie this year? Let us know. I thought about Austin Matthews just because he's a center, but I put Mitch Marner up there just so I don't want to be too Leafs biasy. But Yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know how ridiculous we are giving this award to these two guys again. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. Peace.